your bedroom, I can turn my head off. The less that I feel is the less that I'm on top. I wonder what you think as we lay here in bed. I don't know what I'm thinking, and that's better for my head. When I wake up tomorrow, will you still feel the same? When I wake up tomorrow, will you have changed? 'Cause I still feel the same. Well, I still feel the same. 'Cause I still feel the same. Here in your bedroom, I can turn my head off. The less that I feel is the less that I'm on top. I wonder what you think as we lay here in bed. I don't know what I'm thinking, but that's better for my head. When I wake up tomorrow, will you still feel the same? When I wake up tomorrow, will you have changed? 'Cause I still feel the same. 'Cause I still feel the same. 'Cause I still feel the same. Here in your bedroom, I feel safe from the outside. And I can tell that you're changing, but I still feel so high. I wonder what you think. Sometimes I feel so old. I don't know if it's worth it when I just do what I'm told. When I wake up tomorrow, will you still feel the same? When I wake up tomorrow, will you have changed? 'Cause I still feel the same. 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 And I still feel the same. Whoa, yo! Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Runeterra. That was Goldfinger and Here in Your Bedroom. It's always a fun bop. If you have not heard it, I recommend looking it up. They even did a quarantine edition, and it's just as good as the original. Those guys are really, really talented. They were probably a little bit slept on, at least by me, in their time. But fun band, fun song. And here we go. My name is Gravity Groove. I am here to welcome you humans to watch me play some Runeterra. The deck that I have enjoyed the most and felt like has the most even matchups has continued to be the Garen Plaza deck. There are a lot of decks out there. I have way too many built. Most of them are very, very bad. And if I was smart, like someone who got to the #1 rank a couple times this season in Masters already, I would have like 3 decks, and they would only be the decks that I know were good enough to work. Instead, I have 800,000, and most of them are garbage, and I don't remember how to play them. I feel like that's probably pretty typical. Can't just be me. Like, variety is fun. So we play a lot of different decks, but then we lose a lot because playing a lot of different decks means you never really reach that sort of like 1,000 hours or 10,000 hours of mastery with like one particular strategy. You get better overall by playing more well-rounded, in different games, but you don't really get the edge you need of maybe 2 or 3 percentage points to make significant climbing progress in this game. Being that this is an aggressive deck, this has got to be the stuff we want, right? Just a way to get some of our life back, especially on turn 4 because we're on odds. Oh, I guess that'll be turn 5, actually. We wanted to be on evens, so we could play Grand Plaza and then... Those aren't great draws. We definitely need some critters. We've got a lot of 2-drops in the deck, but if we don't see any, it's going to be a little painful. Well. Yeah, we're probably just going to do Guiding Touch after this hit. All 3 Grand Plazas. Well, this is a bad draw, folks. I think we're just going to lose. We've drawn far too many dead cards. They've got a great open attack. Beautiful curve. They're going to develop here. That's pretty surprising. So we can Sunforger here, but then they're just going to pull that and we're not going to gain any life. I think we do this, and this gives us a potential single combat we can execute as well. So they're likely going to pull this here, and then we're going to single combat the Teemo as well. Yeah, we don't have anything else to do here. So they didn't have the big overwhelmed guy. That's really good for us. Huh. Maybe we just kill the 2/2? Yeah. I think this preserves more life in the long run. So we do have words. We do have star shapings in here. We're in a really bad position if he has a stun here, but we don't have any good way to play around it.
Her light is our sword, her warmth our armor.
We just need to hope he doesn't have a stun.
Rules are made to be
Cool.
You should try blinking sometime.
Jinx is probably more important to kill than Draven. I might actually burn the Hush if he uses the axe. Was maintaining the body could be important for tempo. He should have just passed, like we had to attack, no matter what, because we need the life gain. What did he pitch?
For the money makers.
What did he pitch? A house spider. Okay. Now I think if he has Noxian Fervor, his best bet would be to Fervor the Jinx and just hit me in the face, denying me the life gain. And that could definitely lead to lethal down the road. Because we're sitting ducks to a Pharaon right now. Drawing triple Grand Plaza is just the absolute drizzling shits. Let's be real here. Bunch of life gain, shoot on a hero, good. Is he nope? Did he nope out of this? Okay. Aesol, but no Eclipse Dragon. If he takes the open attack here, we jump the Draven, I assume. Yeah, maybe we take the Draven and we just block like that and that. It seems like he may have noped out.
For king and country. Look, everyone, Captain Dull.
I think he just felt bad after he played Jinx into a challenger. It wasn't that big a mistake. He could have easily recovered depending on his hand state, but I'll take it. Huh. Good early cards to play against this deck. Seeing a Plaza in the next 3 or 4 turns would be pretty great.
Got me good.
Really good opener for our opponent.
With a little time, I'll have a breakthrough.
If he develops, we can punish. We're hoping he Dravens here.
My faith protects me.
Probably pulls the 1-3. Oh, it doesn't pull the 1-3.
Come back later.
Sure. He got to choose to put that on that? How does that work? You rummaged, discarding vision and survival skills. Your strongest ally, and it just randomly picked that one? Why did it pick this one and not this one? That's very, very confusing. I don't really understand what just happened there.
Clad in shining sunlight.
I have the best job.
Burn away doubt.
But I think he's too wide and too fast. I think that play just killed us. Vision and survival skills both discarded off Rummage. That's going to be a pretty rare occurrence. And the fact that survival skills marked the way it did, I'm still just completely baffled at how that operates. Unfortunately here we have a Grand Plaza, but no real purpose for it. We could Grand Plaza and double Guiding Touch and just hope one of the Guiding Touches gets us a creature so we can start trying to clean up this board. We have some tools to survive, but our board presence is so very, very bad that I'm uncertain that it matters. Yeah, ASOL is not helping us. Sure. This looks pretty bad. Jeez. Our opponent with the God Draw, us with the worst possible combination of cards. That's the running theme on this show. On to a reasonable matchup. Same match twice in a row, very different results, very polarizing. But we drew really, really bad, and our opponent's God Draw, that play of survival and rummage, survival, vision, and rummage, just forget it. It's like the Scout Nut Draw. I was just 100% to lose that match when it started. This is usually a good matchup. It used to be, because we can outsize the big go hard board wipe.
There's nothing to fear. We could use a bite.
How bothersome.
You dare!
Cool. Shame that it worked that way, but wow. Double go hard in his first 5 cards. It's going to be an uphill battle, folks.
There's only one true light.
Gotta go with the flow.
Devotion through battle.
Probably the third one. Could be a glimpse. And some of these people use Vial still, which I think is wrong, but
Let's do this.
sure.
You won't suffer long.
Seems like an easy block.
Oh, heretic.
So young.
Could be dropping a bunch of pirates. The Go Hard doesn't do much here because this immediately is just going to be at 4 next turn anyway, so it's not really marking any actual damage on it. He's probably going to play it anyway. Sure. This gives him the immediate possibility of having Go Hard in hand already on turn 5, which again is incredibly lucky for our opponent. This match feels a lot like the match we just got out of against the Draven opponent, where he may just have the absolute nuts, which is he's got Go Hard to pack your bags in 6 cards, basically. It's pretty fucked up.
I pull the strings.
He can, of course, punish our development here, but we still have to play something.
Yeah,
The Grizzled is at least a little resilient in that if he uses his pack your bags here, we still get to do a lot of damage. Yep. Not that big a deal. We could recover from this.
Packed 'em good.
It's a really good open attack, though. There's no reason he should develop here. Okay. Sure.
never lost a fair game. Soak it in.
Could really use another 4-drop. Or less.
The strength of the sun and my faith are one. Forge ahead!
Back to full health. We do have to worry about Ledros coming down pretty soon. We potentially have a Hush into Challenger to deal with it. Wow. So he's one away from Pack Your Bags again.
Come closer.
Third Elise.
I don't bite.
Suppose you want in on this.
Sure.
Suppose I should leave ye be.
Star Shaping's pretty good. Here's the Ledros. Do we sacrifice a Garen? Or do we sacrifice the Eclipse Dragon?
My heart and soul for the Mafia.
Suppose we could... we're one short. I said we could Judgment. We're hoping he doesn't have another glimpse. That destroys Ledros permanently, which is pretty nice for us. We could play Grand Plaza, but honestly, it doesn't feel like it's doing that much right now. I guess we'll play it anyway. I think we need the extra cards off of Eclipse Dragon, so we're going to do this. And this. To kind of refill our hand.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Sure.
All that glitters.
We do what is right. What's that you got there?
Wow. We may be having to spam the Hush just to stop him from leveling this next turn. Just drew 5 cards in one turn. Sure. This also gives us a chance to pale and look for a single combat if we really need to. He currently has Pack Your Bags enabled. We can pale if he does so to potentially save the Garen.
Suppose you want in on
Sure.
this.
Suppose I should leave you be.
Okay, so wow. Yeah, I suppose that was always a possibility. We could have played around that a little better.
The heavens diminish without my attention.
Sure. Yep. You got a good card out of it, though. Doesn't matter.
Clad in shining sunlight.
We fight for those who cannot.
Some of these decks run 2 Ruination like ours does. Some run 1. Yeah. That's getting pretty old.
Never lost a fair game.
Uh-huh.
Who has the serpentine?
Unyielding light.
Play around a 3rd Ruination with this. Also kind of plays around Vengeance, because if he kills it, it just comes back.
I'll burn for what I've done. I'm out.
Sure. We have 2 Star Shapings left, 2 of our life gain deeds. Huh. It says spell shield, right? This is potentially lethal if he doesn't have an answer. Could be vengeance forced out here, which would actually be really good for us. Oh, he's just gonna die? We're happy with that. Generally, I feel like that's a good match for us. At first, Ruination did not feel good, but being able to reload big threats with A-Soul and with the Nightfall Eclipse felt really, really good. Definitely hard to outvalue us in the later game if we have those sorts of plays to make. As well as star shaping, you know, to recover our life and create a finisher. Pretty good. So we've got Ye Olde Pirate Aggro here. We would really like to see some early plays. We're going to have to keep the Sunforger, of course. This, again, is just one of those decks that if they draw really, really effectively, they can kill you before you have much of a response. Hoping for any of our 6 2-drops to be drawn here. I meant creatures. I meant creatures are 6 2-drop creatures.
The dead don't need riches.
Yeah.
You started without me.
We have no playable creatures. Holy fucking shit.
Let's get to it.
Yep.
Slow down, will you?
Go hard? Oh, so it's just go hard with Gangplank instead of Elise? Okay. That makes this an easier matchup. I assumed with the 2 1-drops in a row, he had me, but this is actually quite a bit better.
The strength of the sun and my faith are one.
I'd like all my life back now. I said I'd like all my life back now. Dill hole.
Keep up, keep up.
For justice, for Demacia.
Oh no. Kind of hoping it's another go hard. Good. That gives us much higher odds that the Grizzle will actually get to attack twice. So are we playing Grizzly Boy or are we playing Eclipse Dragon? We're probably just playing Eclipse Dragon, honestly. Because we have a soul in hand. Guiding Touch gives us a little insulation.
What's that you got there?
Uh-huh.
Barry's assistant!
Withering. Grasp. That's pretty good.
Demacia will prevail.
Not really that important, though. So probably running some split of Grasps and Withering Wails. Gangplank's almost leveled. Do not have an effective answer for him right now. This is the second one. Sure.
Heavens diminish without my attention.
Gotta assume this is going to be better down the road. Not super good now because we have too many cards in
I
hand.
don't change fate, but I can see it.
Would be really nice to get a Grand Plaza here. Pretty good get.
They'll pay attention.
Her light is our sword, her warmth our armor. Never lost a fair game, or played one.
So that's 2 to everything.
I'm a people person.
I want to play this, but probably not worth it, honestly.
Forge ahead!
If we save this... Yeah, we're not going to have enough. We're not going to have enough to level a soul.
You got legs. Use them.
And we just throw the board at him.
Pay first.
Board control is more important for us, I think.
I am reborn of salt and brine. I rarely forget and never forgive.
It's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. We need a single combat or we need a plaza. If he develops, Crescent Strike's gonna be great, but he's almost certainly not gonna develop here, right?
Audience.
Be nothing
developed.
left when I'm done.
Okay.
The screams of the dying. Explosives.
Gotta go with the flow.
We could have hushed too. Yeah, this will allow us to kill the problem here.
For you Runeterrans.
Will also potentially level us. Wow. Good draw. Plus he added Zaxxas for it. Really burblefish. Huh.
Yeah, I'm up. Time to get rowdy.
Some of these elusive creatures I guess we need to get rid of. We can play this. Be a 4/3. Or we can keep this up. I don't think he has a lot of options to deal 2 here. I mean, because he hasn't played Go Hard, so...
There's only one true light. Devotion through battle.
Oh, I could have pulled one of these and threatened lethal. That was a punt. Okay. 5 from an ally. Oh, that's the free card he got off the burblefish. Okay.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
Yeah, there were just too many threats we needed to deal with there. The single combat's going to be great, though. So now we can single combat the Twisted Fate and Star Shaping.
I'll make corpses.
Good lord.
Explosives.
Vengeance? Wow. Now I'm just colossally fucked.
Who says I don't share?
Now I'm just colossally fucked.
Arm yourselves with holy sunlight.
Yep. Draws are too good. Well, now you're experiencing why I don't like Runeterra so much these days. See this lovely 0? It's because you win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. Ad infinitum, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And it's so fucking boring. It's so tedious to actually stay in the same place forever. Maybe if our plaza came earlier, There were too many must-answer threats we had to deal with. It's arguable we could have went after the Twisted Fate in the position we were in when we went after the 2 zaps, but we were going to be dying to the zap anyway because we had no way to interact with the elusive threat. Yeah, this is a homo. This is Swain TF. Haven't actually played against this in a while. I haven't played this in a million years. Don't really know how this matchup looks in terms of favorability tables. Well, that could be good if he doesn't have a second one.
You'll fight or you'll swim! I must get out of here! Who's falling for blood?
Sure. We're going to make this the last one. This is obviously a losing day, so I'm just going to nope out because I'm not enjoying myself. Some days every D20 comes up number 1. And turn 1 Zoe. Turn 1 Zoe's usually a pretty bad day. Like a guaranteed loss. In we go. Yeah, we're just gonna try to get one actual game before we nope out here. But our opponent's just having the nut draw. And us not having any playable answers. Rather than play that game for 12 minutes and lose, I'd rather play it for 20 seconds and lose. Okay, scouts. This is another nut draw deck. If they have it, we auto lose. We do have some early interaction, that's good. Now, once if he actually executed the Plaza into Grizzle Ranger combo, let's see if our opponent gets it. Always a 1-drop. If he plays something we can punish here.
Unyielding light. Protect and strike.
Really perfect cards so far for our opponent. No Plaza. We could swing and bluff the Pale. I guess we can't really bluff the Pale.
With a little time, I'll have a breakthrough.
Probably has Misfortune here. That's pretty good. Grizzled on 4. Island Navigator, yeah. Same thing. GG's. Alright, folks. We're done for the day. I've been Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work Runeterra. We tried to play a deck that is pretty powerful and resilient, but sometimes you just roll 1s over and over again, and there's not much I can do about that. If you enjoyed the show today and at least understand the theory behind what we were trying to do, feel free to give a like and comment. Say hello. Tell us how bad your luck is and if it can even remotely compete with how bad ours is. it can't. Spoilers, it can't. And yeah, any comments you leave would help the algorithm. Also, liking it would also be pretty cool. Once again, I know your time is really valuable. Thanks for spending a little bit of it here watching me get kicked in the nuts repeatedly. And maybe I'll see you next time.